Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a full face of MAC Cosmetics. Those of you who know me know that I worked for them for quite a while and I just quit my job, so I really love their products and I've helped so many people, and I feel like I just love to show how to use them. MAC stands for Makeup Artist Cosmetics. It's owned by Estee Lauder. I just want to shine a little light on their company, because I did have such a good experience working for them and I do love their products so much. I think a lot of people who don't like their products just don't know how to use them. They can be a little bit tricky to learn how the right techniques, but once you get it, they are like the top performing products if you ask me. I feel like I always have such good results with MAC and they work better and last longer for me than a lot of other products do. So that's why I'm doing this video. And like I said, I quit my job, so this is unbiased. I also want to say that a lot of people say they don't like MAC because MAC is not technically cruelty-free. Now, the reason that MAC can't claim cruelty-free is because in China, the Chinese government tests on MAC products because they want to sell to China, and they couldn't sell to China if the Chinese government didn't test on them. So a lot of people say, well, they could just not sell in China. A lot of companies are cruelty-free because they don't sell to China. Why don't they just put, the animals above money? Well, also what Estee Lauder / MAC does is donate millions of dollars to in vitro sciences, which are looking for a way to not have to test on animals, and a way to, change over the entire Chinese government so that we don't ever have to test on animals again in China at all. So actually, I heard that they have found a way, and that they're now just looking at how to convert the Chinese government, which I think most cruelty-free companies cannot claim that they're donating that much money to in vitro sciences to ending animal cruelty permanently. They don't own any testing facilities themselves, and they don't test in the US or any other country but China. So I think that people just misinterpret that information. They don't understand it. I just wanted to state that again, because I do love animals and I do love MAC, and it's okay to love both, actually. So yeah, I mean, to each their own. I get it if you're still no, that's still not cruelty free, whatever. I get it, but I do love their products, and I just wanted to shine some light after working for them for so long. Without further ado, let's get started. The first product I'm going to use is the MAC Strobe Cream Hydrant. I'm absolutely obsessed with the way that this gives you such a glowy, hydrated feel and look. And underneath a matte foundation, it's such a pretty combo. I'm in love. So I'm using the pink light as opposed to the gold light, which I honestly normally use. In the summertime, NC15 is right on, but in the wintertime, it's a little bit golden for me. Let's see. So anyways, if you use pink with gold, it'll kind of neutralize it out. So notice I put a lot of little spots, but I didn't put very much foundation all together. So don't dump out a bunch. You really don't need much of this foundation. It has such a pretty finish. And I feel like a lot of people have a tendency to use a little bit too much. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills A30 foundation brush to blend this out. So I feel like my skin is so dry that it just absorbed that foundation so fast. So something you can do is use the Fix Plus as kind of a primer, and also something to give you a little more time to keep blending if you did want to add more. I don't think I'm going to add more. I think I'm just going to use concealer to cover the areas of my face that clearly need a little more coverage today. Sometimes we need a little extra coverage, and that's okay. In life too, guys. I'm going to use the MAC Pro Longwear concealer. Okay, so I'm going to use that concealer on an airbrush from Morphe. It's the M173. I'm going to put it below my eyes. Now lately I've been putting it on a little bit lighter and then adding some if I need it later. So I'm gonna hold off on setting this for a while. I just love the way my skin looks. Look, girl. Oh, okay. No one really talks about MAC anymore. You need to know. Alright, I decided I am gonna film brows because I think people need to be educated about this. Okay, so I'm using the brow tint first. It is on the side. The tint is in this cap. It's water resistant. So I put on the brow tint, and then now I'm brushing it through with just an empty spoolie. Okay, I'm taking the Brow Wiz and just going below my hairs to give a little bit more definition. Okay, so if I'm gonna use this marker, I've told a lot of people you can just go like this and you kind of darken the brow hairs. It tints them really. And then you can go like this and make little hairs. I'm sure that on camera my brows look very uneven, but to me right now they look pretty even and I'm very impressed. Never happens. I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of concealer and use it below my brow. So I'm gonna use the MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour eye base. So I'm just gonna kind of tap it onto the eye. I like to use my finger because it kind of melts it out. And you just want to really blend it all the way out. If there's too much of the product, that's what'll cause creasing. So if you blend it out and like keep your eye from creasing for like the 30 seconds or so that it takes for it to dry, then you won't crease. So the other trick is to go back and blend it out real quick and then quickly grab an eye base. So just like a setting powder or like a white nude color, and then it'll set it before it can crease. So I'm just using a setting powder, a translucent setting powder. Everything, if you want it to be perfect, you have to be patient. Everything in life too. I'm gonna use the MAC Dusky Rose x9 palette. The first color I'm gonna use is the center one. It's a rose pink, dark pink rose. I'm gonna match my background today. I'm so happy, you guys. I've been feeling more creative now that I'm feeling like I'm finally free. Oh, I don't have to work anymore. I do, just not for anyone else, and it feels so uplifting and exciting. Creative. Now I'm gonna use this light. It's kind of like light brown, brownish, grayish. Oh, it matches my sweatshirt too. So I'm going kind of even lower in the crease, and then I'm gonna start to go onto the eye a little bit with it. Onto the lid a little bit. I also really advise, like I don't know how it looks in a tutorial, but I just want to know it makes me better at my makeup when I have a mirror below me, because then you can see it takes the creases out of your eyes, and then you can also see what you're doing. Now I'm going to use the darkest color in here, like this dark brown up here. I'm taking a really small blending brush and just going in the crease of this eye and then in the corner. I'm going to take a pencil brush and go below the eye with the darkest color. Now I'm taking the kind of light brown and blending that in with a fluffier, tiny little blending brush. It's the Morphe 506. And now I'm going to take an even fluffier M433 and the pink and go along it like this. I actually think I want to leave that like skin colored right here instead of making it shiny. So I'm going to take a concealer and the Luxie 246. I really love this brush. This is the same one I used on my brows. So I'm going to take the same Pro Longwear concealer and go along my eye here. I'll do a cut crease. Why not? So I'm going to kind of get my lid wet, look up, and then follow that line. Now I'm going to take and kind of pull this over. Get that a little bit dark so that it blends in. And then I'm gonna set that with translucent powder before it has a chance to crease. I'm gonna use the Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish. Use the MAC Skin Finish and Double Gleam. It's my favorite ever. I'm just gonna highlight below the brow bone. Usually I contour before I do my highlight, but I lost my mind, so whatever. I'm gonna use the MAC Studio Fix Sculpt and Shaped Contour Palette in light medium. And I'm gonna use all the colors, so I'm starting on the warmest color. I go really light-handedly. I always tap off extra product, and I start just where the hairline comes out above the ear right here. So you could really just stop right there. That's so pretty. But you guys know I won't. Then I'm gonna take it up around the hairline. Then I'm gonna go with the middle color. Each time I go darker, I'm gonna do less area, so it'll be more confined. So now I'm using the darkest color. I'm going to use the MAC Into Eternity Electric Wonder Iridescent Powder. This was a limited edition. Oh, look how gorgeous it is. I'm going to use the MAC and Extreme Dimension Mascara. Alright, I just want to mention that 5 hours has passed in between where I started doing my mascara and now. My camera was full. Yeah, I was talking about how I love this mascara because it doesn't clump, but it still gives you volume. Alright, so I'm using the MAC Prep and Prime for lips. Okay, it makes it so much easier to put on lip liner when you have on the MAC Prep and Prime. I'm using a MAC lip pencil in color Cork, and I'm just dragging the color onto my lips slightly to create a fuller appearance. I'm going to use my favorite MAC lipstick so far, and I really wish they'd make it into a matte, just saying. But it's called Bare Bling, as you can see, and I have multiple sticks of this color. I really go through it. Okay, I'm gonna mix another one of my favorite MAC nudes. It's called Peachy Peter by MAC and Patrick Starr. Then I'm gonna take the color. The color is off it. I've had that for so long. It had a cool name. It was like Plasmic? It's a lip gloss from MAC. So it does have a lot of pigment to it, which I don't want it to completely take over the color. So just a little bit. Now I'm gonna cheat a little bit and use lashes that are not MAC lashes. I do like MAC lashes. I just can't find a pair of them right now. I know I have some around here somewhere, but I use Duo Dark Tone Glue. This is about how much glue I put on the lash, just enough, and then the key is to let that sit and get tacky. While I'm waiting for my lashes to dry, I'm gonna use the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus one. Okay, so I'm gonna pick my lash up with a lash tool, okay, and then I'm gonna go from above, and I'm gonna set the bottom in first, right in the middle along the lash line. See, now it's okay to take a blink. Now you want to pull out the outer edge to the corner and pull in the inner edge to the corner. Some people do that in the opposite way. It just depends how I'm feeling. I think it works either way. As long as it's not in too far, and if it's too long, you have to cut it. I did cut these ones. I could maybe even stand to cut them more, but I kind of like them all the way to the edge. So you can kind of see the glue change color. It gets like darker, and then you know they're about ready to put on. So that I just kind of press them down against the lash line. Okay, and that's how you apply false lashes. So here is my finished look. Ooh, girl, you know you make me want. Ooh, girl. Yeah. Whoa, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I just want to say I do love MAC products, and And I do love makeup in general, so if there's ever any questions that you guys have, you want to ask me, I'd be happy to try to help. And yeah, leaving MAC is a little bit bittersweet for me because I did really love the job, but I'll still be using the products. And yeah, 5 hours later, this face lasted 5 hours and I think it looks so good. So if you have any questions about this video, comment below. If you liked it, please like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button just below. Tap, click, subscribe, hit the bell so that you get notifications when I post new videos. Now that I am quitting my job, I will be filming and releasing a video every week. So I hope you guys loved this video and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye! That foundation was open, oh my god. Oh. Get little, ooh, keep dropping it. Can I stop him? Oh my god, my animals are moving in my background. Excuse you, it's not playtime.